Welcome to Coxie's Picks. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Coxie's Picks, and today we're going to have a quick look or a recap on the Chubb ik70. In particular, we're going to be looking at two different variations. This is variation number one, the common one, which utilizes this particular keyway. As you can see, right, it's a nice stepped formation. And the Chubb, it was a very useful device. It had lever locks inside it. 3 levers actually stop the mechanism from going over. It's action from the rear via the slide, or you can do it via the key by going the opposite direction of the arrow, and it will set it. And then so we'll just demonstrate that now. So there we are, double lock set, double lock not set. One of the things that Chubb didn't quite twig on is the fact that people would be looking at picking these many years down the line, and this is mechanically linked to the bolt, which is then linked to the pulls. So we can apply tension to the levers via this, which admittedly isn't the world's most comfortable, and then because there's no false gates or anything on here, we can just push them down until we get to the right position. There's 3 levers, right? So you just got to push and then hope you bind, push, hope, bind, hope, bind. And then when we get through and we want to pick the single lock, I'll show you what happens. So what we'll do is, first off we'll get rid of the double lock. I just need to get a pick that's fairly suitable, I suppose. I'll just use this one for the time being. It's the first one I've grabbed, and we'll reach in and we'll try and set the levers as quickly as we can. And all you're doing is you're just pushing them down. You'll feel a little movement on the bar at the rear as you start getting close, and then eventually you'll get it across. Now, whilst I was giving some advice to Chris on how to do this, I noticed one thing when I put the key in, and I was saying, because the pulls, they're actioned down here, and you can reach in and actually action them, but what I noticed is that before the pulls release, this bar moves ever so slightly, which means that we can now do exactly the same process and pick the pulls via applying tension here. So bear with me, we'll go again. Alright, 3 levers, lots of tension, and then let's see if we can get this done. So the first thing we want to do is get that big movement. There we go. And as you can see, we have picked it. So that's the ik70, but I said there was another version, and visually you cannot tell the difference whatsoever, apart from maybe the fact that mine's got a scratch in it. But one of the key things is that the key is different. So this is the standard key, which we've already discussed. This is the restricted key. No longer in service, however you can see that quite blatantly it's different key bitting. What does that mean? Well, let's just get the restricted ones out of the way. Normal ones over here. The idea being is that if someone was to obtain by nefarious means whilst these were being used in the transport service, and by the way, the Chubbs were also used on airlines, so they were quite common key. If you were to have, a common handcuff, if you were to get hold of one of these and you think, yes, brilliant, they've locked me up with a Chubb, the key doesn't work because it's on the restricted keyway. So this would be used in special scenarios, specialist transports, various high security means, and in essence these were the creme de la creme of the ik70, right, to take over from the old Chubb Ava Escorts. So if I just go like this, and this, the normal version was the one that they gave the standard Bobby on the beat. So there we go, that's my Chubb ik70s. I hope this has been a fun little video, and I hope you've learned something, maybe found something useful. But thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.